Hello, viewers and listeners. You are yet welcome to another edition of the program, Midday Vibe. Coming your way on Calipet TV, transmitting on channel 141 on Star Times, and Calipet Radio, transmitting on 19.9 MHz, and our website, www.calipetbroadcast.com. In today's edition of the program, we are going to be looking at the works of the Nigerian Correctional Service here in Sokoto State. As usual, when one heard about Nigerian Correctional Service, what will come to most of the people's mind is the olden days of calling it prison service. So in today's edition of the program, we are going to be looking at the differences between the prison service and the correctional service, and to clear the air of perception of some public concerning the roles and responsibilities of this particular organization. Stay tuned as we take a short break and the program continues. Welcome back. As said earlier, today we'll be checking on the roles and responsibilities of the Nigerian Correctional Service, especially in Sokoto State. And as usual, people have different perceptions concerning the roles and responsibilities of this organization. And today in the studio, I'm honored to have the Controller General of the Nigerian Correctional Service here in Sokoto, in person of Garba Salha Abubakar, known as GT, to the studio. Sir, you are welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
All right, sir, for a starter, we noticed a shift on the name and of the service. Initially, it was known for the Nigerian Prison Service or so, and later it has been changed and amended to Nigerian Correctional Service. One would like to know, what is the key role of this particular agency?
Thank you for that question. With the viewers and listeners, we were known as Nigerian Prison Service before, due to the enactment of Law of the Federation of 2004 Prisons Acts, Cap P29. But with the enactment of Nigerian Correctional Service Act of 2019, which was signed by then late President Muhammadu Buhari on the 31st of July 2019. That changed the nomenclature from Nigerian Prison Service to Nigerian Correctional Service.
All right. Thank you, sir. So now the viewers and listeners would like to know what distinguishes Nigerian Prison Service from Nigerian Correctional Service.
Yeah, there are differences between Nigerian Prison Service and the Nigerian Correctional Service.
Okay.
There are the things that are known in the Nigerian Correctional Service.
Okay.
And then that of prisons, people term it as being colonial in the integration. And Nigeria has been signatory to so many international treaties and conventions. So we have to key in and join other global nations as to meet off these global challenges.
Okay.
And that was why Nigerian Correctional Service came into being.
All right. So previously, people used to look at the service as just a form of detention for people that are maybe deviant or people with found guilty of one or two crimes. Does that change anything from the initial form by amending the name and the services?
I think the changing of the name, as I earlier said, is just to be able to key in.
Okay.
Because we have to comply with those international treaties and conventions.
Okay.
And we deal with human rights and good correctional practices. So the perception of the people then see that most people who are taken into then prisons came back as deviants.
Yeah.
But now they came back as fully reformed, and which they are able to change their behaviors and some of their attitudes.
Okay. They used to say prevention is better than cure. For a start, now, what did you think is the root cause, maybe in your own perception, of the maladaptive behaviors being displayed, being a stakeholder in people in dealing with people with such maladaptive behaviors?
Maladaptive, maladaptive behavior rises from so many factors.
Mm.
It could be as a result of the environment.
Okay.
It could be as a result of our parental upbringing.
Mm.
And then it could be as a result of peer group.
Okay.
And it could be as a result of even the media itself. The
Okay.
media play a role.
Okay.
Because they serve as agents of socialization towards changing some of the behaviors of people.
Okay. All right, sir. So now we know there are globally practices of keeping inmates. What initiatives are being implemented to align with modern correctional practices and human rights in your own area?
Yeah. You see, the Nigerian Correctional Service Act is split into two.
Okay.
We have the custodial services, and then we have non-custodial services.
Okay.
And these are areas where people are ignorant of, especially the second part of it, part 2.
Okay, that's the non-custodial.
The non-custodial
okay.
services. And when you look at them, there are so many new ways of handling offenders.
Okay.
In terms of promoting their rights, in terms of self-custody of them, and then in terms of so many things that are inherent to them why they are under the care of the custodial services. And the same thing also the non-custodial. There are certain rules and procedure which are also followed as regard as the correction is concerned.
Okay. All right, sir. So, like now, for after having this, do you have like any goals, the long-term goals set for the inmates, like after being in custody?
Of course, even when they are, our long-term goals agenda is to see they are being rehabilitated, reformed, and reintegrated back into the society.
Okay, that reintegration catches my attention.
And without any stigma.
Okay.
So our major challenge has been that stigmatization by the larger society. And this is impending on the corrections itself and also correctional services. One of our fundamental challenges.
All right, so now, sir, we have a lot to discuss, but when you talk about, maybe we'll just pick a part for that stigma issue. But now, concerning this, you made mention of 2 services being offered in the correctional facility now, the custodial and the non-custodial. We are quite sure and familiar with the custodial service because whoever wants to talk about correctional service will be focusing on the custodial service. I would like to have more light about the activities, particularly in Sokoto, on the non-custodial aspect of the service.
Yeah. You see, in Sokoto State, I happens to be the DCC in charge of non-custodial services in Sokoto that was actually posted here. Was the first person to pioneer the non-custodial service in Sokoto in 2020.
Okay.
And during that period, I think we were able to do a lot. What I did, I made an advocacy visit. Sensitization, enlightenment with the relevant stakeholders, the community leaders, the religious leaders, the mass media, other security agencies, the judiciary,
okay,
the police, Ministry of Justice. So, in fact, all the key players,
okay,
I was able to make an advocacy and enlightenment about the non-custodial measures in Sokoto State.
Okay.
And I was able to make a push with the states where they are able to domesticate the issue of non-custodial in the law.
All right.
And that's what made me to push of them with the Sokoto state government,
Mm.
where they enacted Administrative or Criminal Justice Law of 2019 Sokoto State of
Wow.
Nigeria.
Mm.
And this was actually extracted
Mm.
from the Administrative or Criminal Justice Act of 2015,
Mm.
which talks about alternative probation and alternative to imprisonment.
Mm.
And when you look at the content of it talks about the non-custodial measures, which has to deal with community service, probation, and parole.
Okay. So far now, have you implemented or have you carried out any community service in Sokoto State?
And already it's one of our mandates.
Okay.
And even as I'm talking now, if you go to Sokoto South, we have about 8 people that are doing community service.
Okay.
On ground.
Okay.
So, in fact, during that period, I remember I was able to went around to almost out of the 23 local government we have in Sokoto State. I was able to cover about 19 local governments, which I explained to the local government chairman. We normally have town hall meeting, okay, with the relevant community leaders and religious leaders. The local government.
All right, sir. Viewers and listeners, the studio show Midday Vibe coming your way on Calipet TV, transmitting on channel 141 on Star Times, and Calipet Radio, transmitting on 91.9 megahertz, and www.calipetbroadcast.com. With me in the studio is Controller Corrections of Sokoto State Command, Controller Garbaz Alha Abubakar, known as GT. Sir, if I shall come back to you now, we know you are speaking of rehabilitating these inmates that are maybe accidentally in the custodial centers. But before you rehabilitate someone, most of them, you find them guilty of what they do because of maybe lack of employment or lack of awareness of the laws. So did your facility offer any service to these inmates, maybe to enlighten them or support them with entrepreneurship skills so that they can survive after their stay?
I think one of our cardinal mandates,
okay,
is rehabilitate and reform.
Okay.
And how do you reform when you have not established the structure on ground?
Yeah.
So I think vocational skills, starting vocational or other entrepreneurship, which you have mentioned, are quite essential and which are carried out also in our custodial facility.
Okay.
We have carpentry, we have tailoring, we have computer, we have welding, and then we have other cap making and some other artistic work which are also done in the prison. While female also do knitting and hand fan making.
Okay.
So in fact, these are some of the rehabilitative programs.
Okay.
And which help towards the reformation of such offenders that are under incarceration.
Okay, so we talk about sensitization. What about their education?
And then we have educational programs. Even recently, as I'm talking to you,
okay,
there are those that have enrolled for diploma programs. We have about 32 students that are undergoing diploma program, which include about 7 or 8 that happens to be our inmates. I mean our staff. Out of the 32. So I think most of them are reading diploma program.
Okay.
Which is in liaison, which are being supported by the state governments.
Okay.
School of Remedial Basic Studies are running such programs.
All right, sir. We know things are fast changing and the world is fast evolving, and most of the issues we face are lack of training, maybe from the past. So, do you have any provision of training and retraining of staff on how to handle these people that are being brought into your custody due to the fact that world changes and people change with it?
And that is why I told you earlier, if you look at the enactment of the Act, it has made provision, training and retraining, capacity building.
Okay.
You cannot be a professional correctional officer without undergoing such training.
Okay.
So there is frequent and regular training, which has been organized by our able and amiable Controller General,
Okay.
Sylvester Ndidi Nwakuche.
Mm.
Has been doing a lot. It varies from various rank and files that people attend training. And training is the tool. It's an instrument which can help you towards the job.
Okay.
So without it, you cannot be able to perform.
All right, so let's talk generally on the correctional services. People are alleging that the facilities used to be jammed, like filled up with people. How did you, or how will you describe the nature of the crowdedness of facilities? Okay, let's talk about yours. How will you describe the nature of the population of the inmates? Like, is it worrisome or it's at least modest?
I can say modest.
Okay.
Because as of now, I can tell you, we don't have a crowdness. I don't know even the type of crowdness you are referring to. Is it crowdness in terms of the capacity of how the facility was established?
No.
Or are you talking of the crowdness based on the population inside?
Yeah, crowdness based on the population inside, because we've heard recently how government used to give a room for like waiving some minor issues so that they can decongest the facilities.
Yeah, in terms of as far as we are concerned, as I'm concerned, we don't have any of our crowdness.
Okay.
But because when we are talking of crowdness, the capacity of the facility that was built is about 537. But now we are looking over 1,000. So that could be considered overcrowded.
Okay.
But when you look at it in other ways, then you look at what are those caliber of people that are actually from the larger number.
Yes.
So it could be awaiting trial. Awaiting trial are people that have not received any conviction or sentence from the court. So I think those are our major challenges. And I think the judiciary are doing their best by making jail delivery, they visit every on quarterly basis. Where they help in terms of attending to other cases and decongest our facility.
Okay, sir. And now let's go back to the populace perception. People do think people or you and your staff have the right on the inmate. That's to say, you can, I don't know, maybe they will say prosecute or pardon. Is it your duty to investigate a crime or prosecute or pardon someone?
I think provision has been made by extant laws. It's not our responsibility to investigate and prosecute.
Okay.
We have the prosecuting agency.
Okay.
We have the investigating agency.
Okay.
And we have arresting agency.
Okay.
So ours is to keep.
Okay, yours is just to detain when you are asked to.
When you are talking of detention, there are so many agencies that detain.
Okay.
Ours is to keep.
Keep.
So there's a difference between detention and
I would like to know the difference, sir.
So therefore, you cannot say we detain.
Okay.
So you yourself, you can detain somebody in your own house.
Okay.
But when you talk of keep, that is somebody legally interned.
Okay.
So you cannot detain somebody without a valid paper, valid document, warrant.
Yes.
So that is what gives us the license.
Okay.
So he has to be legally interned by a court of competent jurisdiction. So those are the type of people we get.
Alright viewers, ladies and gentlemen, this is show Midday Vibe. Come your way on Caliphate TV, transmitting on channel 141 on Star Times, and Caliphate Radio, transmitting on 91.9 megahertz. And with this, we are going to take a short break, and the program continues thereafter. Stay tuned and touch no dial. Alright, welcome back viewers and listeners. It's still a show, Midday Vibe, coming your way on Caliphate TV, transmitted on channel 141 on Star Times, and Caliphate Radio, transmitted on 92.9 megahertz and www.caliphatebroadcast.com. And in the studio today, we are discussing on how people should understand the custodial and non-custodial services of the Nigerian correctional services, especially here in Sokoto State. And with me in the studio is a controller of corrections, Sokoto State Commander, Garbas Alha Abubakar, known as GT. Sir, you are welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Now, having discussed all that, We know that this work you are doing is part of for the people. And the people would like to know what can they contribute in this work. I know any agency in Nigeria that works for people used to need or have an allegiance with the people. So now, in this your work, where can the masses come in and assist you in discharging effectively your responsibilities?
I think where the masses can come, we have so many places where they can come in.
Okay.
Firstly, in terms of support, because we believe government is doing a lot.
Yeah.
And it cannot do it alone.
All alone, sure.
There is a need for the larger society or community, philanthropists to come in to support those that are under incarceration, especially where we need most of the things that are required, like vocational tools. And then we, apart from that, also the issue of this stigma.
Okay.
The larger society can do a lot in terms of whoever that has completed its term. It should be reintegrated back to the society.
Okay, when you talk about stigma, you are referring to how people used to react on the people that stayed in. Of course. Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
That stigma. So people should also try to accommodate and tolerate whoever that has come back to the society as a fully refined somebody.
Okay. And
then we have other logistics. People can assist us in terms of logistics.
Okay.
Because conveying the inmate to and fro is very necessary.
Sure.
And then I think despite the fact that funding is one of it, there are so many areas where people can come in terms of drugs. Also.
Okay.
Despite the fact that the government are
doing their best, yes.
And we have different diseases and other sicknesses that are coming up now.
Okay.
So, and sometimes for the drugs, medication might be too costly, too expensive. So these are areas where people can come in to support.
Okay, in some cases you realize that NGOs, both local and international, used to go and intervene in a lot of things, maybe by training or providing materials. Like for instance, maybe an NGO may decide to train youth on something. Do you perchance have maybe an intervention of such from one NGO saying they want to sponsor inmates maybe to study or taught them something?
Whichever way they can, they are welcome.
Okay, all right. All right, sir. So now, before we open up our lines, so let me just say, viewers and listeners, you can join the conversation on the 09060002022. I'll repeat the number 09060002022. That is the number you can do call and give your input. Remember to move away from the radio set that you listen to us and speak clearly so that we can hear you. And remember to stick on the topic of discussion. Sir, now on this issue of reintegration, do you have any measures you put in place to ensure that the refined people continue with their normal life? And maybe if they are facing any stigma, did you improvise any means through which you can come in and just address it?
Of course. As I'm talking to you is one of it.
Okay.
Through the media.
Okay.
You can be able to educate, enlighten people. And they will be fully informed.
Okay. What I'm talking about is, like, for instance, I served my sentence maybe in the custodial center and I've been refined and I came back to the community. Unfortunately, my friends are now living living where we sit because I came. Do you like create any mechanism through which maybe I can relate to you that this was happening so that you can come to my aid maybe by enlightening those people? Because mostly the media play its roles, but we know there are people that don't have access to it.
That is the intervention of the community leaders.
Okay.
So our religious leaders. They can play a role.
Okay.
In terms of educating and enlightening people.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, sir, for the response. All right, listeners, you can do call on 09060002022. That's the number to call. Sir, now let's move to challenges. what are the challenges or operational challenges you face in your work?
I think the operational challenges, when I can start with the lack of awareness.
Okay.
Members of the public lack awareness
Mm.
about the role and functions of the correctional service.
Mm.
These are being an impediment
Okay.
towards the realization of their mandates.
Mm.
And then two, we have issue of facilities.
Mm.
So facilities, this ranges from those vocational implement that will help towards entrepreneurship.
Mm.
So it's another challenge too.
Okay.
And then we have inadequate funding.
Mm.
So funds, without funding, you cannot be able to.
All right, let's listen to this caller. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. I can hear you. Who is on the line, please? Sir?
This is Mr. P calling from
Okay, Mr. P. Yes, I can hear you, Mr. P.
Yes, on this program, I've been listening to this program for some time. The lady that used to handle this program used to say that we can also send text messages on this number and give us the call. So I have sent a text message. Please, I want you to acknowledge it.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. P, thank you very much. And we are going to acknowledge the text message. I apologize because that seriously skipped my memory. But since someone called our attention, and that's the essence of the view listeners, thank you very much, Mr. P. And right away, I'm going to read the message. He said, the leadership of the Nigerian Correctional Service need to listen and accept the genuine criticism of Nigerians and undertake real reforms, not just more changing of name. Nigerian Correctional Service is reforming below expectation. Blowing your trumpet and pushing blame on Nigerians does not help anybody. We have criminals going back into crime despite processing through Nigerian Correctional Service. Officers conduct abinsal. Wow. Corruption allegation is very high. Checkmate and monitor your officers' conduct. Let's see the reforms, Mr. P. Okay, I wish he can say it himself, but this is still correct. I think you had the allegation by Mr. P.
Mr. P, I just want to draw your attention. You have made a very good contribution.
Yeah.
And I really commend you for making such contribution. But it's not that we are blowing the trumpets. What is actually on ground is a reality.
Okay.
That all what we are saying, people misunderstood the role and functions, what we do to these people.
Okay.
But if you think that we are not doing, find time to come and assess it. So we give room to everybody. We welcome criticisms so that we'll be able to enable us correct.
Okay.
And make other checks on those who normally go against our provisions.
Okay.
So I want to tell him and appreciate such comments.
Okay. So maybe that will make me ask, maybe, do you have any provision of maybe people to come and assess your activities? Like any provision, things of this are not left open, unguided. Maybe sometimes you have to spare a day, maybe for anyone or something. Do you have such provisions for now?
We have visitors, but that was provided by our own law.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, as in
a composition of people, if you don't know.
Okay.
So that's why I said people lack awareness.
Yeah.
When you don't know the law that establishes such institution, then you need to go through it and read it very well.
Okay.
So that will be able to help.
So is there any way public common men can be integrated, maybe to come and see, or you have any means of showcasing your activities to the people aside the media we are doing now?
I don't know the type of our activities. Our activities, I told you, If people today, where we said we have those that engage in vocational skills, are trying to patronize, it's giving them a courage.
Yes.
But why people don't come to patronize what we are doing? What do you expect?
Yes. Okay, what I'm saying is,
and that is why we come out to inform the people that these are some of the things that are done inside the custodial centers.
Okay, what I'm saying in the sense is that, for instance, now you realize that if government should train people, they will train them and tell the masses where they can meet them, for example, like showcasing. So I was asking maybe whether you have maybe done such after graduating such. Maybe they were offered capital to do, and maybe it was made known to public that these people were inmates and now this is what they do for living. Patronize them, maybe something like that.
You see, we those that have actually acquired skills and specializes in one area or the other, they are given supportive tools, sometimes even along with cash.
Okay.
Our contract general. So it is done annually.
Okay.
They are being paraded at our national headquarters.
Okay.
And they came back with their such tools. And we have a unit that is called aftercare.
Okay.
They monitor under the welfare unit.
Yes.
And they see such tools were not sold, being monitored, and then is fully utilized.
All right, so now let's assume Mr. P now want to see a real life your works. How will he get to see it?
When he said he wants to see, he can't. I don't know how because you assume. He said you are assuming.
Yes, what I'm saying is, like, for instance, now, can you cite an example of maybe people that, just though I don't think take it to be an offense, maybe citing someone that was trained and is doing his business so that he can go and see, let him hear it from him directly, like, yeah, this is it, this is where I learned this, and this is what I'm doing.
I have just arrived.
Okay. All right.
So I cannot be able to give it. I know it's on ground. I was coming from another place.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. All right, viewers and listeners, you can still do call on 090-60002022. That's the number to call. And before we round it up, sir, we'd like to know what will be your call for the general masses.
The general masses should come to the aids, support us in whatever we do, and they should appreciate. We know there is no how people will not criticize.
Sure.
And then we have to bear it and accommodate. But even if you want to criticize, make an objective criticism.
Sure.
So objective criticism is welcome. And then again, the people who felt that Nigerian Correctional Service sometimes were only blowing the trumpet. Like what Mr. P said from Arkeli.
Yes.
Mr. P, I want to tell you, maybe we want you to be a friend of the Nigerian Correctional Service.
Good.
So if you can be a correctional, maybe you also help us in terms of blowing the trumpet so that people will get us right. I'm not blowing the trumpet here. I've served here. This is my third coming of Sokoto State since I was at junior rank. I started here with my one star Sokoto. So please, I want to call on the people that they should be appreciating what we are doing, and wherever they find there is such
laxity,
then our door is open to report any other officer to my office.
Okay, so that's where I'm headed to, like, reported. Maybe someone observed misconduct.
Yes.
How did he get to do that? Like, report?
He can write through the Office of Public Relations Office.
Okay.
The Nigerian Correctional Service.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, he should put his full name and address, possibly a phone number, and we'll subject that to thorough investigation.
Okay.
So that see that such is being handled and corrected.
All right, thank you very much, sir, for your time. And I think due to time factor, we are going to wrap it up right here. Our viewers, that has been the program Midday Vibe, which come your way from the studios of Calipet TV, transmitted on channel 14 on Star Times, and Calipet Radio, transmitted at 91.9 megahertz. I will send our sincerest appreciation to Controller of Corrections, Sokoto State Command, Garbas Alha Abubakar GT, for honoring our invitation. Thank you very much once again, sir.
Thank you.
All right, on behalf of the studios of Caliphate TV, transmitting on 91.9 megahertz, and Caliphate Radio, transmitting on 91.9 megahertz, and Caliphate TV, transmitting on channel 14 on Star Times, I am Muktari Gonga saying, to do right, everybody has a hand in it. Play your own role as community to sensitize and seek genuine information concerning a matter before you dwell into it. Because by misleading one, you may be able to mislead 10, and those 10 will mislead another 10, and that will bring about chaos and unrest in the community. Have a wonderful day.